everyone, myself Nimisha Bhatt, all the way from India. So welcome back to my channel. Today I bring to you another different recipe that is healthy and tasty, soya chunks masala. It's a masaledar sabji or curry, you may say it's a stew. It is usually served with chapati, roti or paratha. It's a very healthy recipe. Soya chunks are very good for protein. So yes, with the easy available ingredients, it's a very amazing recipe. Do try it at home and let's get started. So for the soya chunks curry, first of all, I've kept some water for boiling. I'm going to wait till the water comes to a rolling boil. So the water has come to a rolling boil. Next I'm adding in some salt for seasoning. I'm adding in 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil. You can use any oil of your choice. And today for this recipe I'm using 3 cups of soya chunks. 3 cups. So I will add them inside. So now I'm going to give it a stir. I'm just going to mix in lightly. Now I'm going to allow it to boil for at least 8 minutes on medium to high flame. So I'll see you guys after 8 minutes. So till the soya chunks are boiling, I'm preparing a dry masala in which first I'm adding 1 teaspoon of coriander cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of hing, half tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, and half tablespoon of garam masala. So this is how I like preparing my masala beforehand and mixing it well. So this is ready. You can also add chaat masala if you wish to, and you can also add amchur powder if you don't wish to add lemon juice. So I'm going to mix this well. So instant masala is ready. So this looks like it's ready. I'm going to switch off the flame. Now it's time for draining. So I'm going to take these soya chunks and add it in cold water. So I have a vessel over here in which I've added cold water. I'll add them inside slowly. All of them inside cold water. And that's the last one. So I'm going to allow this to stay in cold water for at least 15 minutes. So till then the soya chunks are in water cooling down for a bit. For 15 minutes we are going to make the gravy for the sabji. So I'm heating up a non-stick pan, adding in 3 tablespoons of oil. You can use any oil of your choice. There we go. So I'll allow the oil to heat, to become hot, you may say that. Then next I'm adding in 13 to 14 garlic cloves chopped finely. So we'll just allow it to heat. Slowly it's heating up. I don't prefer adding my garlic into very hot oil because it turns dark very quickly. It tends to cook very quickly. Sometimes it can get burnt. So when the oil is slightly hot, I prefer adding my garlic. So I'll saute it for like a minute or so on medium flame till the raw flavor goes. Next in, I will be adding in 4 onions finely chopped. So just a little bit more. These are 4 finely chopped onions. Okay, now I'll keep it medium to high flame and I'm going to saute the onions till around golden color, sauteing it well. Mixing it and stirring it so that it turns golden brown quickly on all the sides. So as this is a very healthy recipe, you can also add in other vegetables of your choice if you like. I'm just going to keep it plain and simple today. I'm not going to be adding a lot of ingredients, just the normal ingredients. Now I'm just adding in some ginger paste. I don't have ginger on hand, so I have some paste over here. Then I'm going to stir in and mixing it well till the raw flavor goes. Mix it continuously. We want the garlic, the ginger and the onions to be well incorporated. So we'll continue to mix this and we'll continue to saute it for another 3 to 4 minutes. So you can see the onions are turning lightish brownish. So at this stage I'm adding in 1 large jalapeno pepper, roundly chopped. I'm going to mix in. Now I'm going to make sure the flame is low to medium. Mix it well. Now at this stage I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of chopped green capsicum. I'll stir in well as well. Just mixing it. So you can see the onions have started releasing the oil. So it's time to add tomatoes. So I'm using 5 medium-sized finely chopped tomatoes. 5 medium-sized finely chopped tomatoes I'm going to add in here. As you know, tomatoes are also very good for health, especially for people who have blood issues. Mix it well. Just slowly keep on mixing it till everything gets combined. Mix it well. So now I'm going to make the flame medium. We have to cook the tomatoes for at least 10 to 12 minutes. But before that, I'm adding in 1 cup of water. So 1 cup of water goes in here. And I'm also going to be adding some salt. Remember, we added some salt also while boiling the soya. So after adding the water and the salt, I'm going to stir in. Just mix it. And on medium flame, I'm going to let the tomatoes become soft for around 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to close the lid. So let me close the lid right now. So I'll see you guys after 10 to 12 minutes. So it has been 15 minutes since the soya chunks have been soaking in the cold water. So it's time to take them out. Now I'm going to take a handful of them like this and squeeze the water. Squeeze it. And I have a clean bowl over here. I'm going to drop the soya inside. Now I'm going to repeat this process for all the soya chunks. So it's time to check our gravy now. It's almost ready. Let me check. Let me mix it and then I check. It's almost ready. It just needs 5 more minutes. So for 5 minutes I'm going to allow the steam to pass on and to absorb all the moisture. So I'll close the lid and on medium to high flame for 5 minutes. So over here I've prepared all the soya chunks. I've squeezed all the water out of it and you can see they've almost become bigger in size. So this is ready. We'll keep it aside and we'll wait for the gravy to become a bit thick and the tomatoes to become a bit mushy. So now it's been 5 minutes. Let's check. So opening up very carefully. Wow, this looks like almost done. Let me stir in and check. Okay, yeah, so these are perfectly cooked. Now I'm going to be adding the masala that we had prepared earlier with turmeric powder, dhana jeera powder, that's the coriander cumin powder, garam masala, Kashmiri lal mirch and all that. So I'm adding the prepared powder into this, all of it. So stirring in. Mix it well. So it's smelling in very nice here. I'm going to be adding in some black pepper just for that lovely spice. Around 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder. 1 teaspoon black pepper powder goes in here. I'm going to mix it. Wow, this looks good right here. So I'm going to be adding half portion of the freshly chopped coriander leaves. Just half of them. I prefer adding some coriander at this stage and some at the last point when the recipe is done. Adding some fresh coriander over here brings in a nice flavor and a nice taste. It feels divine. So just stirring in. Next in I'm going to be adding some lemon juice. This is juice of 1 lemon. I'm going to mix it well. Now I'm going to be adding some water. So you can adjust the water according to the gravy type you wish. Some people like thin gravy, some people like thick gravy. I'm going to be adding just a little bit of water. So the water, I think this is enough. If needed, I'll add more later. So right now the flame is low to medium. Mix it nicely. The garlic, the ginger paste, the onions, tomatoes, green chilies, capsicums, everything are smelling really nice. I think I need to add some more water. So I'll add in some more water. So at this point you can taste. If needed, you can add some salt. I'm not going to be tasting it because I think the salt is okay. So I'm just going to mix it, adding just a little bit of more water. There we go. So totally I've added 1 cup of water. Now I'm going to mix this, close the lid and allow this to simmer for 10 more minutes. So it's 10 minutes and now I'm opening the lid. Wow, you can see our gravy is almost ready. So now we are going to be doing the final. Now I'm adding in the soya, the boiled soya. Let me push them inside. Slowly, slowly. Okay. It seems like it's going to be difficult to kind of incorporate everything together. So slowly by slowly I'm going to mix everything together. Keeping on to mix. So I've mixed everything well and now I'm adding in 1 big spoon of tomato ketchup. Now this is optional, but I like adding it for that khata meetha swag that the ketchup normally gives. So yeah, 1 spoon of ketchup. So now I'm going to mix everything well again, just a little bit. You can see the gravy and the soya and everything is almost come up together. So the recipe is almost ready, but we still have to close the lid and simmer this for 5 more minutes because we've just added the soya right now. So the soya usually does not have any taste. So it's kind of like we are closing the pan so that the gravy and everything, all the taste and everything gets marinated in the soya. So I'll close the lid and I'm going to simmer it for 5 minutes. So I've just added in little bit of water so that the ingredients don't stick to the pan, plus the curry will get nice gravy. In case you're eating it with bread, paratha or rice, you need some little bit of gravy. So let me show you guys how the gravy is. So I'm just going to mix it. This is how the gravy consistency is. Not too thick, not too thin. So I'm still going to close the pan and let it cook for 5 minutes, or you can say let it simmer for 5 minutes. So closing the pan, simmering it for 5 minutes. Make sure to keep timer. Please keep track of time. It's very, very important to keep track of time in all these recipes. We do not want to overcook our vegetables inside. So yes, I'll see you guys after 5 minutes. So it's 5 minutes since it has been simmering and I'm switching off the flame. There we go. Now slowly I'm going to open it. Remember to be careful because it's very hot, boiling hot. Yeah, so let's check. So this is ready. It's ready to be served. Remember, soya absorbs a lot of water. So if you feel like this gravy is thin, then don't worry, it's going to be thick. So yeah, this recipe is ready to be served. Lastly, I'm adding in some kasuri methi leaves. So I have a handful of kasuri methi. This is dried methi leaves that I prepared at home. A small handful of it. Now I'm going to take it, put it over here and crush it. Slowly, slowly. Wow, see how nice this looks. Now kasuri methi is a must-have in all soya curries that have gravy. So now I'm going to mix it. See how nice this looks. So mixing it. So this looks nice. So now this recipe is almost ready to be served. So now I'm adding in some coriander, or you may say freshly chopped coriander leaves. It's It's a must have in all Indian dishes. So there we go. I've added in the chopped coriander. So this recipe is completely ready to be served. So now I'm going to plate it. So I have a nice and lovely bowl over here. I'm first going to mix the soya chunks masala or the veg soya masala. I'm going to mix it nicely so that all the flavors and the ingredients come together. This is the final mix. Now it's ready to be plated. So I'll take it out. It's a very yummy recipe. You can have it with rotis, parathas, rice, bread. This is my husband's ultimate favorite recipe. When my husband was in Nairobi, Kenya, he always used to make this recipe by himself, though he used to make a slightly different version of this. And now that I'm here, he loves it whenever I make this recipe for him. He always gets excited. This recipe, I've kept it plain today, but if you wish, you can add your own best vegetables. For example, you can add carrots, you can add French beans, you can add potatoes, peas, whatever you like. It's an open recipe. Look at the gravy. How nice does the gravy look like? Some more gravy. This looks so yummy. I wonder how someone can resist such a recipe. So yeah, this recipe is almost plated, and there we go. So this is done. So I'm going to keep this aside. So this is the final recipe, you guys. I hope you're going to enjoy making this recipe as much as I enjoyed making it. So yes, I'm very excited to be sharing this recipe with you guys. It's very healthy. Trust me when I say that. It's tasty, it's amazing. Nowadays everyone wants to have healthy food, but people say that, oh no, healthy food isn't tasty. So this is really tasty. So do try making this, even on a Monday, even on a Tuesday, whenever you feel like you want to make something easy and quick yet healthy for your children, for your family members. You can prepare this recipe. It's very simple and easy with all the available ingredients at home. You don't have to go out to buy anything. So yes, this recipe is ready. Hey guys, so this recipe is ready. Thank you so much for watching this video of mine, the cooking hub. Yes, so do try this recipe at home and do tell me how it turns out. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to my channel, like the video if you like it, and do share this video to all your friends, family and relatives. For such amazing recipes, subscribe to my channel and do let me know of any other recipe you would like me to try. So goodbye and see you in my next video.